drop. There we go. Cool.
Nice.
It's all good?
Yeah, good.
Alright, we're here with Della today, UFC fighter and welterweight, and fellow Perth boy in the house. So, Jack, tell us a little bit about yourself in terms of, you're fighting with the UFC now and had a few fights. So tell us what got you up until this point and what are some plans for moving forward?
Just started off just enjoying the sport, like MMA. I loved it from a young age and I always was pretty physical, played a lot of rugby. I loved the sport and just loved training, getting better, and always had visions of getting to the UFC. And now being here is awesome. And had 2 fights this year, lucky enough to get 2 first round wins, which is exactly what I want. And
did you get some bonuses?
One bonus.
Yeah.
I felt like I just had the bonus on the first one, but
it's going.
Next time.
Another 50 extra.
Hopefully.
At home, hopefully. There we go. So in terms of because how old are you? You're
25.
25. Yeah. So when did you feel like? Because you started off doing rugby, and so what point did you go from actually thinking, I actually want to do MMA and do that as a career? As opposed to how did that sort of process go?
I played rugby at school, and at school we had such a good bond with the team, and I was still training MMA, but I just rugby was so fun with the team that we're really your boys, and you spend pretty much your whole.
We're both ex-Aquinas rugby boys as well, so
exactly. It's like the boys you spend all your time with them, and then you play rugby with them. So pretty much when I left school, it was hard to find that close bond with the team. So just basically at that point, lost my love for rugby, and really then just found my love for MMA training and competing basically.
So when did you start doing? What did you start doing first? Jits.
I started doing boxing probably when I was about 13 or 14.
Yeah.
Just for more just fitness, enjoyed watching boxing and loved MMA, but didn't really know where to go for MMA. So I just started doing boxing while playing rugby, and then joined scrappy MMA at 15, 16 years old, and then just pretty much at that point just did it all.
Yeah.
They're pretty good coaches at most of disciplines, but the actual MMA coaches there were really solid. So.
Yeah, and that's 10 years ago now.
Basically,
it's very, very different to the standard now.
Yeah, a lot different. There wasn't as many fights as there is now,
and probably 10 years ago there was barely even an Australian fighter in the UFC.
Yeah,
probably a handful, if that. And there no one anyone in top 15 or anything like that. So
no one. There was definitely no one knew who they were.
No.
Like that.
I think there was Anthony Perosh and a couple other guys going the hair or whatever. Melbourne Black as well. Yeah, so there's a couple, but they wouldn't have even been top 20 sort of guys, and they were really and then you look, probably wasn't till what time did you feel as an Australian that you thought, shit, an Aussie can actually make it?
It was a bit of Jake Matthews was one of sort of the younger guys I saw in there, and then when Robert Whittaker won the belt, it was that sort of put into perspective that anybody can win it, where Australians can do it. You don't need to be from America or Brazil basically to win world title. You can win it from here at home, and then But just I always thought I hope and dreamed that I would fight in the UFC, because it's the place to be for the top fighters.
Sure. Yes. And do you feel like even with some of your fights you had even some harder because you used to fight in Eternal before you went to UFC? Did you feel what was the step up in standard initially like?
Well, my first professional fight, I went in there not really knowing what to expect, and pretty much got my ass kicked. But that was probably exactly what I needed. Then I realised it's not
humbled
early. I feel like if I had won that fight easily, then it may have been a bit too big-headed and thought you were the man. So it was a good beating to take, and then pretty much just worked my way to get that rematch. And then when I got that rematch out of the way, I just felt refreshed.
And that was your last fight
That was my last fight.
I was there for that one as well.
So it was a good turnaround. And after that, I just felt renewed.
And then you went on the Dana White Contender Series.
And that had a good fight. And
just did well from there.
Fights ever since.
How does it feel? Because I know sport pretty well I've been following for a few years as well, and people within there. So in terms of how does it feel being a Perth boy and getting the accolades from Dana White, and then you fight in your first UFC fight on the Francis Ngannou like in Vegas, title fight, and then you're fighting on the card there, and then getting Joe Rogan, like give you props. Yeah, so you had like Dana in your first fight, you gave massive props and didn't give too many people props, and then Joe's giving you big props as someone on the undercard. How did that sort of feel?
It's hard to put into words, you know. It's as you think it would feel. Like every single one of those moments, I had to pinch myself. Like it was a real wow moment, but just in a way, it was something that I always sort of like had that deep desire to get, and I envisioned myself getting there. But when it happens, it was just incredible.
You're just going, man, you're fucking frothing right now.
It's just been blessed, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of good things have fallen in place for me. Just luck or hard, like whatever you want to call it, but it's just
I think it's just when you do the right things for long enough and you're prepared, luck will
for sure.
fall into your hands. When you're not as prepared, you don't get as lucky.
Basically, I agree with that for sure.
And in terms of like with your body, in terms of what you've been doing, what sort of things do you feel a bit limited, or not even necessarily, whether it's injuries or just bit limitations or things like that?
Just general soreness, I guess. I feel I've actually been pretty lucky with bad injuries. I guess I have always had niggles ever since playing rugby that just like get on top of you, but I felt pretty good most of my career. I guess my as it's such a physical sport, I do get like a beat up neck. Knees probably one of the things I guess that's with everyone that does hard sport is normally complaining about their knees at some point. So, but apart from that,
like lower back or anything like that, or
I've been lucky with that. I have in the past, but I've really just been taught that of course I stretch my glutes and stuff, and hips have helped my back big time. So I've been lucky with the back. Definitely there is pretty regularly once or twice a year where I pull my back and it's like just got to relax and take time. But I think that just sort of comes with the territory.
Definitely. And what about things like, have you had any big injuries like through rugby or any more significant?
Touch wood, I haven't had anything too, like mainly just the worst things I had, like the biggest setbacks was definitely my hands. I've broken my hands a few times just from fighting, like throwing hands.
Yeah, of course.
Skulls, I don't know, breaking hands. That's pretty much been the worst. I haven't had too many, like, anything too
major injuries. Yeah, exactly right. Okay, and do you find, do you ever get any, like, for any weakness or pins and needles, numbness in your hands, any referred pain, legs, feet, anything like that?
Not really. I've been pretty good there. I reckon it's probably my shoulders get real tight. Like that, like
behind your shoulder blade?
Like that sort of position, like
that
hand I get real hard, that hand is like the right side's a bit lower. I think that's just from Della, I guess.
That mobility thing.
Mobility,
Okay, cool. So what we'll do, you haven't been adjusting for
a long
time, so what we'll do, we'll give you a run through. So we'll do, I'll do assessment, do some testing on that on you. We'll do some adjustments and then we'll go from there, alright? Cool, man. Alright, we'll get you the whip view off, I'll get you the
shirt off, all right.
Bradshaw won't be happy with that.
He got his airtime. Oh man, there's sitting place for that one. Okay, alright. Just a few things. So let's test the range of motion next, going to the left all the way. Just a little bit limited that way, to the right all the way. Oh, that's bad, that side. Smooth on the left side, this right side here. Just a bit blocked up. Do you get any headaches or any sinus issues, anything like that?
No, not too bad.
No. Okay. Alright, so what we'll do, I'll get your arms just like this, and going all the way up like that. Okay. Coming down, and repeat that again. And down. And repeat that again. Okay, down. Alright, so we'll get you just with your arms behind your back. Just go back as high as you can. Go as high as you can. So about there. Okay, and other side. Much worse on that one. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so let's get some right shoulder just there. Okay, so with your right shoulder, let's do some tests. So I'll get your right arm like that. And resist. Yeah. There, and just rotate. Just keep it inside, yeah, and resist. Cool. Any pain there, or is it just weakness?
No, it's just sort of weakness.
Okay. And just get that one there, hold that one there, strong. Yeah, that's fine. That one. Yeah. So just did a few testing there. So obviously you've got some weakness in that right shoulder.
Yeah, right.
That can be contributed obviously from within the shoulder itself. It can be from the nerves in this area around the trap, behind the shoulder blade, or in the neck as well. So they're all areas we're going to look at, correct them, and sort of see how that goes. Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
All right. We'll get you standing here, sort of facing this way. Okay. And just bending over and touching toes. Any limitation through there? That feels fine.
No, that feels alright.
Yeah. And come back. Extend back all the way. How's that feel?
Feels alright.
Okay.
Not too bad.
And rotate through. That way. It's okay.
It's alright.
Were you getting any discomfort or just stiffness?
I guess probably that side to be like in there, right? Or that way,
Right,
definitely
okay.
more than that
Right,
side. It's
okay.
not too bad.
And go to the left again.
And that side's
Yeah, definitely a bit more restricted.
Yeah.
Okay, that side. To the right all the way. Okay. Alright. So we'll get you on your back. We'll go facing up. Okay. Alright. So we'll just keep you holding that there, nice and strong. Resist. It's just testing your hip flexor. Not much there. We'll go again, mate. And strong. Yeah. Now this side here. We'll go again, strong. Yeah. Do the right one again. Strong. Yeah. Pretty obvious this whole right side is quite switched off. So that's just basically telling me how the pelvic lower back area is functioning, because it's just a general screen,
Yeah.
and then it'll cause that hip flexor to be weak. So that's saying I'll retest after I assess those other areas.
Yes.
To make sure it's actually working through there. Okay. Yeah, feel that. It's pretty grindy through there. Yeah. Can I get your tape shoes? Can I take that off?
Yeah.
That's all right. Cool. Right. Okay. Right. Got no major issues with your ankle? Just a bit crunchy.
Ankle's good.
Cool. Alright. So just do adjustment through here, right?
Yeah.
So you just feel this all the way. Feel that?
Yeah.
Just that whole joint just gap.
Yeah.
Just relax through there, man. Up there. Okay. Do that one. Just hold that there. Just feel through and all the way. Good. Cool. Alright. Okay. So what we'll do, let's have a look at the outside of your foot there. So just for the amount of like kicking and with the wrestling and all that sort of stuff, normally it's almost impossible to have good functioning feet through there. Just this one. Cool. Right. Good. And when you say you get some knee issues, where are you getting most of the pain?
It's on only like kneecap.
More on the kneecap or just over this tendon above it?
Yeah, I think it's from that sort of tendon, but it's like the kneecap.
Okay. Alright, so just do see how it moves. Any pain there? That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
And that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. What we'll do, just do a little adjustment through here, okay? Just let that one go. It's okay?
Yeah, nice.
Alright, I've got another one. We'll do this one, just let that one relax. Cool. Have a bit of tightness around this area. Yeah. Sitting through this IT band is a bit nasty. Alright. Okay. Through here as well. Just do, there's a little muscle there, it's a nasty one.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one just locks and unlocks the knee. This is
Yeah, you feel that like has some.
it's a weird sort of feeling, this one.
Yeah. Definitely feel it wrapped down to the knee. Yeah.
Yeah. And a bit through there as well. Okay. But I'm putting more damage on anything than your last two opponents combined.
Feels like.
Okay, showing the blueprint. Okay, this one. I'll just do a hip flexor release there, right, man? So breathing in and out. And in and out. And breathe in. And out. And breathe in. And out. And breathe in. And out. Okay. Alright, let's just have a look at this left side. The same. Slow that one. Yeah, a bit stuck going out that way. Good. Cool. There we go. Just hold this one here. Just feel this. Just let that one relax. There we go. Okay, just bend that one. Just let that one go. There we go. Cool. Just relax. Let it go. Good. It's alright?
Yeah, good.
Yeah. If anything, some of those like adjustments with the ankle and the knee, they just like gap the joint because the joint gets so compressed.
Yeah,
they just gap in the joint. Those allowed to have better quality motion.
Yeah, definitely fell for that.
Yeah. But these ones are just pure discomfort. Yeah. Okay. In here as well. Okay. Just relax that one. Okay. Alright, just bend in there. Cool, same thing, I'll just do but with this one, for the hip flexor, just get you rotating it out and in, and just, and going out, and in, and 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 out, and in. Okay. Right. Cool. Right, what we'll do, I'll get you laying on your tummy so you feel. Alright. Okay, let's feel through here. Yeah, pretty tender on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got where your rib attachment is there. I'll definitely have to move that one. Probably got one on this side as well. A little bit lower on this side. Right, T5, T6. Okay. Because issues through here, particularly where the ribs attach, they can affect your whole shoulder girdle without a quality movement there. And on your infraspinalis, it'll be pretty stuffed as well. Okay. And a bit through T5, okay. Just right at the base, just a bit down that L5 there, okay. Yeah, and on that right side as well, because you've got a bit of a blockage through there that affects the nerve pathways on this right side, which I reckon be contributing to that right hip.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So with this, with your legs, man, get your right leg straight and raise it up as high as you can, and down, and left one up, and down. Okay. And right one up again, and down, and left one up, and down. Right. Next thing we're going to do, just get that. Going to test your hamstring, so just keep that strong and resist. That's fine. This one, strong. Okay. Right leg up, hold that there. I'm going to push down, okay? Resist. That's not too bad. Okay, that one, strong. Okay. A little bit of weakness actually on this left side.
Yeah.
You probably felt like you couldn't stabilise quite as well.
Yeah.
Wasn't too bad, but just subtly. Leg length's a little bit shorter on this right side, but it's not too bad. It's in the normal range. Okay. All right, man. So what we'll do, I'll get you sitting up facing the wall, just over there, that way. Okay. Okay, just to the left all the way. To the right all the way. Okay. Let's get you standing up against the wall, just here.
Facing?
Yeah, you're just back against the wall. Yeah. So. Breathing in and out, and breathing in. Yeah, these joints aren't moving too well. And out all the way, and breathing in. Especially this right one, it's not moving at all. Left one's a little bit, Yeah, it's just where your collarbone touches the sternum there. There's a little joint.
Yeah.
But when you're breathing in, it should just separate when it's moving on and out. But from all the training you do, it just goes, it doesn't move properly. So then it can affect your overall lung capacity. Breathe in and out. Alright, cool. Do the first one on you, okay? So with this one, I'll get you breathing in, boom, and just hold and I'll go through, okay? All right.
It's going to drop me.
Come to the elbow. I better finish the job because if I don't, I'm fucked. I'll be holding like this. Alright, so breathing in, hold, and out. And breathe in. Yeah, that's way better. Good. Now just gotta do this left side now. Same thing, breathe in, hold, and out. And breathe in. I feel like it's easy to get a deep breath. Yeah. It's more like when you get that full capacity, I feel that's a bit better.
For sure.
Yeah, because it's almost like you're just a bit limited when it's not moving properly. Once that, it's just one other little thing that you can do to sort of help the capacity a bit. Alright, so what we'll do, we'll get you sitting here, facing this way. Okay, so first adjustment I'll do is for the upper neck. Okay. Alright, so I'll just come in like this. So just letting that one just go all the way and drop. There we go. Cool.
Nice.
It's all good?
Yeah, good.
Okay, what we'll do for the next one, I'll get you on your back, we'll go face up.
Yep. Looks good.
This one I'm going to hit just here. That left ear, touching left shoulder. There we go. Cool. Another one we'll do. So with this one, just letting your head relax. This is just a dual spinal cord adjustment, so let that one go. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you feel that one almost a bit lower?
Yeah, all the way like down here.
Yeah. So that one's like more like it's called like the dura.
Yeah.
Attaches to right at the top here and it's like covers down the whole, so basically essentially the whole spinal cord. That's more sort of taking pressure off that because if you're taking a lot of trauma and everything's very flexed and compressed, it affects the flow of information from down the spinal cord. So that's more of an actual cord adjustment. This is pretty sore by the way. Right. Pretty sore in there?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. This one. Okay. Right, that's what we'll do. Get your head up. Yep. Down. Right, through your jaw. This one won't be good. I can move the head up. Open up. Yeah.
Crunchy.
To be expected. And up. And down. And up. Yeah, you can feel how like much clicking and open again. And your mouth just switches ways. Yeah, so the things I'm looking for is like how, it's called the TMJ joint there, how it feels when it opens. Because yours, when it's good, it'd be nice and smooth and they'll open at the same time and be both equal activity. Yours is like, there's a different opening and it's very overactive on both sides, but also just the crunching. But also the smoothness of how the chin opens, it doesn't go straight up and down, it has a bit of a, yeah. So I'll do a release, this one's pretty sore. Feel free to do this still bloke if you've got them in north-south. Yeah. This one sucks, yeah. That's okay?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I can dial it up if you want. But yeah, I'll keep it at that level.
It's good.
Yeah. Okay, and with this, open your mouth and close. And open and close. And open and close. Okay, and to the left. All the way. Okay, I'll just adjust your jaw, alright? Yeah. Open that way. And open. And close. And with this one, just slowly open. Feel that?
Yeah. Yeah, nice.
Open now. Open. So much better. Okay, we'll hit this side now. And open again. And close. And open. Close. And just slowly open. Okay. And open. See?
It's definitely smoother,
Yeah. Cool. Alright. Come on, just relax there. Let's do another release under here. Okay. Right. So let's do a upper back adjustment. Use this one here and breathe in and out. Good one. Woo. That's good. That's good. Coming down. Coming down a bit. Just a bit more. Yep. Hit in. Out all the way. Just let that one go. There we go. Okay. So what we'll do with this one, I'll get you on your tummy for me. Thanks, mate. So much overactivity around there. Okay, this one will sting. This one you rotate the cuff trigger points. Are you getting any referral in your shoulder? Or just underneath my finger?
A little bit.
Yeah. On your right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can just feel it pretty much go straight up from your finger into my.
Normally we'll go into about there.
Yeah.
That's what yeah.
Oh, yeah.
As well, because this side just isn't. Yeah, some of your rotator cuffs are there, aren't great. Okay, alright. So I'll get your right leg straight and raising it up. And down. And up. And down. And up. And down. And down. Sorry mate, I packed it on since my trip, so I was about to put it 10 kegs lighter a couple of months ago. And down. Left leg up. And down. And up. And down. And up. And down. Just this. Okay. Alright, so I'll get you on your side, facing me this way. This one. So just adjust your lower back there. So. Cool. Grab this one. Yeah. This one will release some of your glute, which will suck a bit. It's pretty bad? Yeah. Yeah. Let's try and breathe in and out. And breathe in and out. Okay. Alright, so just do the lower back. Just let that one just relax all the way around, all the way. There we go, cool. Other side? And just breathe in and out and in and out. Just let that one go. Nice. And on your back face up. So this one here. Strong. Push it up. Strong. Good. Left one. Good. Much better on that right side as well. So get you on your tummy again, face down. Just test one. Get that right leg now straight, but raise it up as high as you can. How much better is that?
Yeah, way better, right?
Sounds like double the height. Yeah, left one. Yeah. So what that's doing is because we got the joints moving better. You got one, you got better movement, but two, you got better activation. So like your hip extension is going to be a lot better. So that's going to help like with a lot of your power sort of coming through your glutes. Cool. All right, and I'll get you sitting up, facing this way. Yeah. Just relax that one there. Just do a little shoulder. There we go. There we go. Just do it. Just Just breathe in and out. And breathe in and out. And breathe in and out. And breathe in and out. To the side, so like shouldn't be as bad, but breathe in and out. And in and out. And in and out. Okay, now just doing like an overhead press. Yeah, and up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down. Okay, so I'll get you with your back against the wall, just here. Yep, it's back against the wall there. That's what I'm going to do. It's like we're doing an overhead press again. Yeah. We do both sides. Actually, I'll start with this one. So you start to go. Yeah, and just do the right side, start with. And out. And yep, and up. And down. And up. This one sucks, yeah, it's not a nice one. And down. And up. And down. And up. And down. One more. And up, and up, and up, and up, and up. Cool. Right, so I'll get you on your side, head down this way facing me. Yep, so just that way, yep. So we'll do a lat release. For this one you want to go up, down, but let me get the spot. Yep, cool. Now go. And up, the same thing, overhead press. And down. And up. And down. And up. And down. And up. And up. And down. Away. This one's nasty. Alright, and on your back, one more time. So just feet back. I feel like I definitely have tight pecs, eh? Yeah. We'll do both. We'll get both out like that, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's always tender. Oi. Just appreciate this little insertion here. Oi. That's awesome. Okay. I'll do the same again on this side. Put that one up. You can tell a lot of these issues are worse on the right, even though you still feel it on the left, but yeah.
Definitely worse on the right.
Okay. Alright. So we'll get you sitting up. Let's do this way. Yeah. Oh, yep, so I'll go. Look at just okay, this one. Yeah. This one will be a bit sore as well, typically. Yeah, this one sucks. Okay. Space there. Okay, just like that. There's a little one in there. That's terrible. That's terrible. It's terrible. This one's ruthless. It's a tiny little trigger point, and anyone that fights, this one's fucked. Yeah. Okay. Not as bad as the right.
Not as bad,
Yeah.
Seems to be there.
Yeah. eBay still there. Yeah. This one here. Okay. This one. Okay. Alright, so going this one, forward. Now push. And turn to rotate. Push. Stronger letters. Yeah. This one, push. Good. And rotating. Push. Good. Right, and I'll look at the back again. So So just like what we did when you first came. So you get your arms just like this, just going up and down like that. Yep. All the way. Good. Smooth. And up. Okay. And then behind the shoulder blade. Yep. The other side. Getting a bit more. I'll do a bit more work. Get that one. Okay. Shoulder like this. You're just touching your left shoulder. Touch your left shoulder like that. Good. The other side. Touch your right shoulder like that. Cool. Alright, good. And I'll just get you just standing over here. Standing this way, facing that way. Yeah, so still a little bit on that right side. Has got that full range. So it'll take a bit of time to get that to open up a bit more. So we're just gonna bend over and touch your toes. And extend back. Extend back. All the way. How's that feel?
Yeah.
Okay. And rotate to the left. Was okay?
Yeah, that feels better.
Good, rotate to the right, which is okay as well. Cool. Good for bro.
Sick.
Did well, man. Did very well. Cool. So yeah, so that was a full top to bottom.
Nice,
yeah,
it was good.
It was a couple of good ones there. Particularly, I really liked the jaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, because anyone who's doing like MMA or fighting, most people get jaw dysfunction.
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't necessarily cause pain, but as soon as I jump on there, and just be like, clicking and grinding and not moving properly. So you tell, particularly that one, that right side that we hit off the bat, that like straight away got the motion a lot better as well. So so how did you find it?
I felt good. Yeah,
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
Never really felt so like relieving.
Yeah.
It's sick.
It's good. Like the adjustments were like good, just getting the joints and nervous system starting to re-educate how to work properly. Like like how like with the hip flexor, hip glute extensor, sort of how that range of motion got better, activation, everything got stronger.
A bit better, right?
So that's one of those things that only like one adjustment won't last for months and months and months, but that's one of those things you can sort of see if you can maintain that level more consistently and just figure out how often it is that you can sort of go with like maintain that good level of nervous system function. I think it'll be way better leaving in the fights. Awesome.
Thanks, man.
Did very well. Awesome.